Good evening, children. So, what about the shortcuts and all? Have you all got it? Yeah, you need to practice the shortcuts for speed up your calculations and all. Okay? So now, yeah. So today I am going to start the class number system. So I think we already discussed about the number system, right? So we discussed about the natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and we learned some formulas for finding the between numbers. So between numbers formula, what is the formula you got it for between numbers? B minus A minus 1. Am I right? Where B is greater than A. Nothing but A is less than B. So this is the formula we are using for finding the between numbers. And how many numbers are there from A to B? This is also one of the formula. Here between numbers between A and B. For finding the between numbers from A and B. But here how many numbers how many numbers from A to B? That means we have to include A and B also. Okay na? So for this, from A to B. Yeah, for this also we are learning the formula B minus A plus 1. Okay na? Here also same condition. Always B must be larger than A. That means big number we should take first. Larger number we should take first. Okay na? Right. So according to the integers, what is the definition I have given to you? All positive numbers. Yeah, all positive numbers. All negative numbers, including 0. All positive numbers, all negative numbers, including 0 are called integers. Including 0. That means 0 is neither positive nor negative. 0 is neither positive nor negative. That means we cannot give any symbol to 0. We cannot give plus symbol to 0. We cannot give minus symbol to 0. That means it is not belongs to any one of the sign, positive or negative. So that's why all positives, all negatives, including 0, are called integers, right? These are denoted with the letters I or Z. And I asked what is Z? I means integers, okay. Integers. What is Z? In international system, Z is called Jahlan. Jahlan, it is a German word. That is nothing but a Jahlan. Okay, nothing but to count. Here, these are the concept we discussed previously. This is the concept we discussed previously, right? Right. Now, let us discuss about non-negative and non-positive integers. Non-negative and non-positive integers. How you use these integers in your real life? Like while you are observing a temperature of a day, the temperature always changes, right? For example, if you take temperature of a day in our entire country, in some areas or some states, the temperature going below 0, that means minus degrees will be there. Minus 2 degrees, minus 3 degrees, 0 degrees, 1 degree, 2 degree, like that. So for using the for representing the temperature also we should use integers, because for representing negative numbers, positive numbers and 0, we are using integers, right? Good. So that is the real life, how we are using the integers in our real life. Okay, na? Now, non-positive. Non-positive numbers means always we are thinking it non-positive means negative. Non-positive means negative. But it is not right every time. Here non-positive numbers means -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. Sir, these are all negative numbers only, no sir? Yes, negative numbers only. But in this set of integers, we should write 0 also. Because 0 is neither positive nor negative. I want non-positive numbers. 0 is not positive. So that's why I written. That means with negative numbers, we should include 0 also. That is non-positive integers. Same way non-negative integers. Non-negative integers are non-negative numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, including 0. Because 0 is neither positive nor negative. So that's why I am including here also. So simply we can call non-negative numbers. Simply we can call non-negative numbers as whole numbers. Non-negative numbers as whole numbers. Am I right? Whole numbers is nothing but counting numbers including 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are starting counting from 1, right? Including 0. Okay? Non-negative numbers also we can call as whole numbers. Non-positive numbers means all negative numbers including 0 are called non-positive numbers. Okay, now? Now, while we moving into the next topic, we have to discuss about some properties. So, up to your syllabus, we are giving only 2 or 3 properties, like additive identity, multiplicative identity, additive inverse. Only 3 properties we are including here. Let us see the properties. So, just you write these 2. Okay, na children? Let us see the properties. Identity property. Identity property. Actual definition: if A is any integer, if A is any integer, if A is any integer, A plus 0 equal to 0 plus A equal to A. Am I right? If you add anything to 0, the same number will be remains. Like 5 plus 0, 5 plus 0 how much? 5 only. 0 plus 5, 0 plus 5 also 5 only. So here you can take A is any integer, whether it is a positive or negative. If you add to the 0, the same number will come. If you take minus 3, answer will be minus 3 only. Okay, children? For example, let us remember this. Your identity element, I am using plus symbol, right? Plus symbol means this is the property of addition. Plus means addition only, no? I am writing as additive identity. Additive identity. Because I am using the plus symbol. Same way multiplicative identity also there. Okay. Additive multiplication. How many arithmetical operations we have? plus, minus, into symbol and division symbol. But we are using for identity property for addition and multiplication, not for subtraction and division. Okay, na? Clear? Good. Now, to simply remember about the identity property, here identity element is what? Here 0 is additive identity. 0 is additive identity. To remember this concept, just remember like identity. You are all having identity cards, right? Yes, you are all having ID cards. In your ID card, only your picture will be printed on your identity card. Okay, so without disturbing any identity of a number, 0 is helping here to maintain its identity as it is. See, that means without 0, if you add 1, 2, 3, 4, any number, when you add both of them, value will be changes, right? Only if you add 0 only, A does not lose its identity. A does not lose its identity. So for making its identity as it is A is coming as it is A, which is helping here, 0 is helping under addition. So that's why here 0 is called additive identity. Am I right, children? That means for remaining A identity as it is A, this A is coming as A, same, with addition of 0 or subtraction of 0, whatever. So it is giving its identity as it is. So for that, 0 is helping to maintain its identity. So 0 is called additive identity. Same way, I am multiplying here also. When you multiply an integer with some number, the same integer should come. Who is going to help here? For addition, as it is, A is coming because there is no change while you are adding addition. Same way for multiplication with 1. A into 1, A. 1 into A. Okay? So for this multiplication process, who is helping for us? 1. So 1 is called multiplicative identity. One is called multiplicative identity. Got it, children? Please take a screenshot. So now we discussed about the non-negative integers, non-positive integers, identity property. Identity property, again there are two types of identities: additive, multiplicative. Additive identity 0, multiplicative identity is 1. నాకు అది కాలినట్టు అనిపించింది ఇటు సైడ్. Right, children? Can I erase this? So additive identity, multiplicative identity are never changes. Additive identity is always 0 for any number, whether it is an integer, natural number, whole number, whatever it may be. Additive identity always 0, multiplicative identity is always 1. Okay, na? Identities are never changes. Next, like inverse. Operating. Yeah. Right. Inverse. Nothing but inverse property. Inverse property means here also same like additive property. Like identity property, how additive identity and multiplicative identity, two symbols we are using, plus into. Same way for inverse property also, additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. Here also we are using addition and multiplication symbols. In additive inverse, but here in your 7th class we are introducing only additive inverse. We will discuss about the multiplication later. That means when you are getting the fractions chapter, then you will understand what is multiplicative inverse. Okay, if a is an integer, a is any integer, there exists minus a as a plus minus a equal to minus a plus a equal to 0. Okay, na? If there is a, definitely it should have minus a. Okay. For example, if you have 5, definitely we should have minus 5. Add both of them will give the answer 0. If you have minus 5, definitely we should have 5. That means for every positive integer, there exists a negative integer which makes the answer 0. Which makes the answer 0. For 7, what is this negative integer? Minus 7. For minus 8, plus 8. Now 8 minus 8 both are additive inverse of each other. Additive inverse of each other. That means 7 additive inverse minus 7, minus 7 additive inverse is plus 7. Minus 7 additive inverse is plus 7. Okay, na? Very good. Now for 100, what is additive inverse? I am writing shortcut. A means additive inverse. For 100, additive inverse is minus 100. For minus 65, additive inverse is minus 65 additive inverse is very good, 65. Okay, 36 additive inverse. 36 additive inverse, say the answer. 36 additive inverse minus 36. Okay, na? So for every positive integer there exists its negative integer also. Same way for every negative integer there exists a positive integer. So both of them are called additive inverse of each other. Additive inverse of each other. Okay na? Got it? Right. Please note it. Okay. Now let us see some questions, children. For example, additive identity of 12. Additive identity of 12. How much? Minus 12. Minus 12 is inverse, not identity. Identity for every number, for any number if you take, additive identity is always 0. Minus 12, 0. 45, 0. 37, 0. Minus 100, 0. If you take any integer identity, additive identity, 0. Same way, for any number, multiplicative identity is, what is multiplicative identity? I told you already, always multiplicative identity is 1. Okay na? 0 is additive identity, 1 is multiplicative identity. Got it, children? Okay, shall we go to the next one? So between numbers you are learning, from one number to one number you are learning. Still, non-negative, non-positive. Non-negative numbers are nothing but whole numbers. Okay, 0 is neither positive nor negative. And 3 properties, additive inverse, additive identity, multiplicative identity. Additive identity always 0, multiplicative identity always 1. Additive inverse means there is a change in its symbol. If you take minus symbol means plus symbol means minus symbol. Now find additive inverse for this. Okay. Next one, next concept. Even numbers. You know even numbers, right? When a number is divided by 2, gives the remainder 0. That means a number is exactly divisible by 2 is called even number. Or the numbers which are exactly divided by 2, exactly means without leaving any remainder. That means remainder should be 0. Remainder should be 0. That type of numbers are called even numbers. They are representing with capital E. Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. All are divisible by, exactly divisible by 2 without leaving any remainder. That means remainder should be 0. Remainder should be 0. Okay na? The numbers exactly divisible by 0 are called even numbers. For example, now you are seeing that first even number is 2, second even number 4, third even number 6, fourth even number 8. Add all of them. Add all of them. That means I am adding first 4 even numbers. First 4 even numbers. Add all of them. What do you get? Answer is 20. Okay. Now 2, 4, 6 and so on. 100. 100 is 50th even number. What is the answer? Like 4 numbers means we can easily add. If the question is asked, sum of first 50 even numbers. First 50 even numbers is dash. For this only, for remembering easy concept, we are giving a formula n into n plus 1. N into n plus 1. N means number of events. There are 50 events. So we should write n value 50. If first 100 is asked, 100 even numbers, in the place of n we should write 100. Okay, let us see this. Sum of 50 even numbers. 50. In the place of n, I am writing 50. In bracket n plus 1. N plus 1 means 50 plus 1. Because I told you already, n means 50. Every time not 50. Here only 50. Because here first 50 numbers, first 50 even numbers is asked. In case first 70 even numbers means n value we should take 70. First 100 even numbers means n value 100. You got my point, right? First 175 even numbers, n value 175. Okay, let us see this. According to Godmo's rule, we should find the value of bracket. 50 plus 1, 51. 50 plus 1, 51. So this is nothing but 50 into 51. 50 into 51. Bracket indicates multiplication. This formula also we should read as n into n plus 1. We should read as n into n plus 1. So n value 50. 50 into 50 plus 1. 50 plus 1, 51. 50 into 51 multiplication. So 5 table, 5 ones are 5. 5 5 is 25. Answer is 2550. That means if you add first 50 even numbers, we will get 2550 as our answer. Okay, now very, very important this one. Very, very important. Now same way, by using this, you find the answer for sum of first 70 even numbers. Sum of first 70 even numbers. Find the answer, children. That is one answer. And sum of 125, first 125 even numbers. This is also. Do these two sums. I am just giving you 2 minutes time to complete, because I already tell you how to find the answer. By using the formula, very easy. Do it, children. Here you should know only addition and multiplication. 2 operations we are using. Do it. Yeah. Now check the solution, children. Check the solution. What is the formula I said? For first one, n into n plus 1. Here n means 70. So 70 into 70 plus 1. 70 plus 1 is nothing but 71. So into 70 into 71. Answer is 7 ones are 7, 7 sevens 49. 4970. If you get this answer, it will be correct. Now for this, Same formula, n into n plus 1. n into n plus 1. Here n value 125. In bracket 125 plus 1. 125 plus 1, 126. 125 into 126. You should find the answer. 125, 126 0. Multiply and tell the answer. Okay, now? So today what are the points we discussed? Between numbers again we discussed from one number to another number how many numbers are there. Integers another name Jahlan, Z we are representing with Z. Non-positive integers, non-negative integers. Non-negative is nothing but whole numbers. And then we learn the three properties. What are the three properties? What are the three properties? Additive identity, multiplicative identity, additive inverse. So what is the additive identity for any number? Whether it is natural, whole, integers. For any number, what is additive identity? Very good. 0 is additive identity. For any integer, for any number, what is multiplicative identity? 1. Very good. 0 is additive identity, 1 is multiplicative identity. Okay, next inverse. Additive inverse only you are learning. For every positive integer, there must be a negative integer. For 5, what is additive inverse? Minus 5. For minus 6, additive inverse plus 6. Okay, now? Yeah. Then even number, the numbers which are divisible, exactly divisible by 2. Exactly divisible by 2 are called even numbers. So for that, sum of first 20 even numbers, or first sum of first n even numbers is n into n plus 1. This formula very very important. Sum of first n even numbers. N means whether it can be 50, 20, 40, whatever. Okay, na? So by using the formula, we are substituting the values. Substituting. Okay, and we'll get the answer. Got it, children? Yeah, that's it for today. So we'll continue the topic in your next class. Next class in the sense, next maths class. Okay. Thank you, one and all. We will have the next period.